Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Pooh beat up earlier. Wasn't one of the various YouTubers that have Pornhub videos I'm talking about. Um, listen, y'all, it is crazy. I'm on this mic. Listen. I'm testing this mic out with this karaoke system, so I sound a lot louder. Let me put my camera on. And I have friends that are over. Uh, Hold on. Okay. So I watched the video earlier and I was like, Rico, be careful with this cat in your bed. Thank you. Be careful with this cat in your bed because cats carry a lot of different diseases. Cats have things in different animals. It's called zoonosis. Zoonosis is things that can be spread from animals to humans. So, with you getting a feral cat in your bed, it's been out there in the sewer, it's been hunting prey. So, therefore, you could get like ringworm. You can get a lot of things from cats if they're not, you have to get them all their shots and everything. Uh, the cat wasn't feral because it was tame enough. It belonged to someone before because a cat just doesn't take to people. If they're feral, they're not friendly like that at all. So the thing is, there are a lot of diseases that can jump from animals, primarily like with primates. A lot of things, chimps have a form of HIV that some of them carry, but it doesn't develop into AIDS with them. They carry it in their immune system, fight it off, I guess. But there are other different things. Um, it's been running around. It's just not clean. And I just suggest Rico bathe that cat or just turn it into a shelter because you punched the hell out of that cat. Y'all, Rico said, pow! Last time I saw a pussy get punched like that, it was a couple of nights on Pornhub. I mean, that right there, he gave that shot. He knocked the hell out of that cat. Hey, Lindsay. But you just, you got to be careful of what you give people because people may call on you, Rico. They may call, they may do reports. They know your name. I say live and let live. I don't care about you having a cat. Uh, uh, but the thing is, hey Q, hey wifey. So, hold on. I don't care about him having a cat, but people will report you to see if you're supposed to have an animal in that facility. It's just, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. Don't beat puss unless puss wants to be beat. There's a big difference, CCN TV. But sometimes a puss wants to get beat up, ran over, strangled, pummeled, stabbed, from what I hear. But you just can't be abusing animals online. Happy belated New Year, wifey, from Tampa. Okay. But so y'all, everything now, the karaoke machine was gifted after the New Year's Eve party that was here. And I told you guys, I was so sick. I thought I had COVID. I really thought that I had contracted COVID. I had my booster. My appetite was off. I was so sick. I wasn't on YouTube, so y'all didn't know it. For like 3, 4 days, I had chills, sweats. My appetite was off. I lost like 8 pounds. But what happened was I went and got the COVID test, came back negative, found out I had the flu. So but my body fought it off. Um, I ate a whole pizza, a whole large Domino's Supreme pizza myself last night. I've gained like 6 of the pounds back, but I still had the party, the New Year's party. We had people that was doing fireworks, he was swallowing the flames. We had a masseuse here from like 9 till 11, 8 till 11, something like that. Um, and it was so much fun. We did a balloon drop. It's still stuff that needs to be put up. My shelf over here, I still haven't put things back up because I took them off because I didn't want people knocking things over. Uh, you can see I got this. There's a 2022 sign on the floor in the corner still. Uh, but we had so much fun and we did like a raffle. People were giving gifts. We just had a good time. And the masseuse. Y'all, sis, Lynn T. Hey, Mimi. The thing about the masseuse, it was so crazy because people ran with that. I didn't even get a massage. I didn't get a massage. I knew there were like 4 or 5 people that did get massages, but I wasn't one of them. Quiet Kai. Okay, I like this mic because it makes me sound like God. I command you to be quiet. So y'all, and Tracy, when I was on Jay Wilson's platform, Tracy was making comments saying that, oh, he's coughing. He's coughing. He said, well, I remember when I was coughing, uh, he was one of the people saying I had COVID. Well, bitch, you was coughing for a whole fucking year. Bitch, you was coughing for a whole fucking year. Yes, there's a difference between me coughing for 2 weeks and you coughing for a year. And another big difference, Tracy, is I have health care, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and I also get a whole Visa card for health benefits that I get $2,000 a year to use as well. There's a difference. Meanwhile, you have to go to Bansfield at PetSmart to see if they can fit you in. We don't have the same struggle, sis. But I sound like, yeah. Jay Wilson, don't you go get a mic like this and start performing. Read Rico wants the name. Yes, PetSmart. Bansfield, the place where you take your pets that you'll be spending an outrageous amount of money. That shit is high as giraffe puss. Thank you. Um, so my friends come over now, and we're just practicing our karaoke stuff before we go karaoke, because there are actually two mics to this karaoke machine. And you see it also has the disco effect. You see all the lights that's illuminating. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. She's a she's a hot mess. But y'all, let me tell you, I still have a slight cough. A slight cough, I feel probably like 80%, 85% better. My appetite has come back. Uh, it's just, building back up. I'm still celibate at this period of time. I've been celibate again, going on like 9 days, I think, 8 or 9 days. So y'all can take y'all hat off to me for that, right? Celibacy is not an easy thing. It's life changing. It's a lifestyle. What song I want to hear? Rico, why you beat that pussy up? You beat that pussy with a bat. You beat that pussy with a bat. You beat that pussy. You beat that pussy. You beat that pussy with a bat. You stole off. Rico, you just said, pow. And that cat was probably like, what the fuck? I thought I got away from the predator. I got away from the fucking animals on the street, and I come in here and get sheltered and get my ass whooped. Cat, I think you jumped from the pot into the frying pan. Now, Rico, don't become an Italian husband and beat on that cat when you get a little liquor. You beat the shit out. I know a monkey that you could beat up though. You want to be a monkey up instead of a cat? Uh, so what song is that? Hold on. It bit you, Rico. Rico, let me tell you something. If that cat scratches you, you get a nasty infection. Cats, their scratches are very, very, you can get infections bad. It's like a lot of bacteria cats harbor in their nails. Be careful with that. Yeah, again, like I said earlier, Rico, there are some cats that want you to beat them. Punch them all in the cat, stab them in the cat, choke the cat, run over the cat, pummel the cat, eat the cat. You get the gist of it. Now, Tracy is not a cat. Tracy is like an amalgamation of an aardvark, an anteater, a soft-shelled turtle, an orangutan, a grizzly bear, an elephant seal, a long-nosed lemur, just a few creatures that were mixed up in the fucking Dr. Frankenstein lab. I said I wasn't going to talk about Trixie this year, but she came at me when I was on Jay Wilson's platform, and it was unwarranted. Cats. Hey, circles. Cat scan, right. But yeah, I think that this temperature in Houston is so up and down. It's like 72, 73 degrees today. And then in a couple of days, it's going to drop down to 40. It's been so up and down that your body doesn't have time to acclimate to the change. Hey, Leo the Lion is queen. Leo the Lion is queen. Leo, we was just talking about you. I was telling, because Leo the Lioness, that's a cat. That's a pride. Leaders of the pride. I was telling Rico that some cats like to get beat. Ran over by a dump truck. But anyways, this is a song that I've been practicing for karaoke. It's not an R&B song, but
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is crust and made crust.
So they like this song at this karaoke bar, and I've been practicing it. It's by Hosier, and it's called "Take Me to Church." Hold on.
She used to giggle at a funeral, who's got humor? She used to giggle at a funeral, cause everybody's disapproval. Should've worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever get steep, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak. French poison each week. We were born sick. You heard them say, my church was no absolute. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I can sing to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well.
So I was just practicing it. So I like the song. So I'm trying to get the lyrics and trying to get the intonation, inflection of the song. So it's, you got to learn just the little nuances of the song. And I've just been working on that. What Miss B? What Miss B saying? What's Miss B? What's up, Miss B? I have a group of people. We go to the karaoke bar, and nice people. Kitties are always free in New York City. There's a bunch of little free pussies running around here. You can meet them at any gay bar, any corner, any gay neighborhood. A lot of free pussies. And I guarantee you, they will give it away with a quickness. What's the other song? It was something else I was looking at. All right, Brownsville. Is that Texas, Circonis? Brownsville, Texas? But I'm off work until Tuesday. I go back Tuesday. Brownsville, New York. Okay. Because we do have a Brownsville, Texas. Also, it's funny because there's like a Houston, I think in Alabama somewhere. There's a Houston somewhere else other than Texas. Okay. I'm telling y'all, listen. Now, Houston, we don't have a lot of rats, but we have like other wildlife. Like here at the house, I've seen like raccoons, I've seen possums, I've seen armadillos. Um, I've seen a hawk trying to snatch a pigeon up. So, and I'm right by the bayou. I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier. Okay, I had to have a conversation with someone that I'm cool with for the New Year's Eve party. She came here. I love her, but she got drunk as a skunk. And you know, Red Scorpion, I know you always hiding in my bushes. You know who I'm talking about. She got so drunk, she knocked my shower off its hinges in my bathroom. I had to get her before she fell on the floor in the living room. In this living room where I'm sitting at, this is what karaoke was, and she was sitting in the chair right there. I had to pick her up and walk her to the bedroom and lay her down. Um, it's been an ongoing thing for a while. She tends to drink a lot and like overdo it. She doesn't have a limit, but we had a really good conversation today. And we're really good now because I understand a lot more. But I knew it was becoming problematic because each time we would go out, this person wouldn't just drink two or three, she would drink like 7 or 8 things of liquor. Um, when you're falling out in places, public places, it's problematic when it becomes the norm and you become known in a group of friends as the one that's the drunk. She's very successful professionally. She has her own house. And I'm one of those friends. I'm not gonna baby you and talk sweet. When I had the conversation, I said, what the fuck was happening? This is just how I started the conversation. I said, hey, are you free? Can you call? Because I hadn't wanted to talk because I was still like really pissed some days afterwards. So I reached out to her today. And when she called me back, I said, hey, how's your day going? She was cool, cool. I say, okay, what the hell was up to New Year's Eve? What the fuck were you, what the fuck were you on? Listen, she was quiet and we went into a deep conversation. I dealt with people in my family that had problems with alcohol, drug abuse. I knew being around those people, I wanted to always be the opposite of what they were. I won't even date a guy that drinks a lot. I broke up with him. I was in a 6, 7 year relationship and I left him because he smoked weed too much. We're friends to this day. I let him keep the dog. So he was here. That ex was at the New Year's Eve party and he very well could have brought someone. But I didn't see it for us because he had an addiction. Um, she and I had a conversation. And sometimes people do self-medicate. And Black people, we don't go seek therapy because that's taboo for us. So we laugh. At the end of the conversation, we were laughing. So we're going to do a gathering and we're going to do like I've seen like on different shows. We're going to have a fire pit and we're going to let go 21 things. We're going to let go. We're going to write down what we left in 2021. and what we want to do in 2022. I want to work out more. I want to eat better. Uh, Possibly date more. Possibly, if you can't bring anything to the table, though, I'm good. I have my little Scooby snacks. If I want to munch on some peace every now and then, I can get it over here in 10 minutes. Unlike some on YouTube, not saying any names, but some have been forced into celibacy, not by choice. But that's it. I have my bike. So me and this friend, we're gonna ride bikes together. We're gonna go walking together. Um, we're gonna start having dinners at each other's houses because it's not always about going out partying. Sometimes you want to just be in an intimate setting with your friends and have conversations with your friends. No electronics. Get the hell off of the internet. Let's just sit down and talk. What's going on with you? What endeavors do you have? All of that. Because people don't know what's going on, and people can look at you and make base judgments and not even know that you have a lot of other things going on. Um, in me, I've been on and off with this whole writing thing and writer's blocks. I just stopped writing for a long period. Uh, I just have to get reinvigorated. But that's something. I just spoke to an editor a couple of days ago. He's coming over. We're going to have a conversation. Just what direction I want to go in. With my writing, primarily sci-fi fantasy. But just that, moving up, taking more training at work, getting more certifications. That's what my goal is for 2022. Have passionate love, make passionate love, bust bigger nuts. I mean, um, be more involved with family is what I meant to say. Do some more gardening to, you know, exert energy in different directions. So I'm getting off of here because I need to make a couple of phone calls. I wanted to try this mic out. So you guys, I sound pretty clear. That's right, Lynn T. Get on track because it's never too late. But again, much love to you guys. Thank you for coming out. You may be on later. I'm gonna check properly bona fide out. She may do a video. I may come up. Again, thanks for the love and support. Enrico, let me tell you something. I almost saw your pubes also. I saw your hairy dick hair, Rico. Look like a little Nigerian down there hiding between your legs. Now I look at you like a big brother. Hey, thank you. Look at you like a big brother. I saw that little hair. I said, now somebody needs to adjust for me little perm down there on that hair. The little hair, that little Rico, you got it. You got that Puerto Rican hair up there. It's all Puerto Rican up there. But when we went down there, it was like West Nigeria. It was like West African. Uh, Another thing, when I was talking to Properly Bonafide, I'm just gonna say this before I go. Properly Bonafide had her friend on, and we had a good conversation. And the guy was saying that his dick wasn't that big. And he was with a girl and she left him for his friend with his big dick. And I said, it's not about the size of a piece. It's about how a person works it. Now listen, if you come here with a 2-inch dick, I'm gonna call the police and say that you tried to rape me. But the thing is, I was laughing because Properly Bonafide said, well, Rebel, you asking him about his piece. The boy was saying he don't have a big dick. And he said, it's 8 inches big. I said, okay, so you got 8 inches. Then he said, is anything wrong with an uncut dick? I said, okay, so you got uncut 8 inches. You just telling the size of your dick and what it look like. Is it fat? So Properly Bonafide gonna tell me, well, Rebel, you asking him about your dick. What about you? I said, I don't got a small dick. I'm telling you now. I said, listen, I got fat cakes and the piece is nice as well. She said, not short, Rebel. You say you short. I'm 5'7". But what does that have to do with the size of your piece, girl? I met somebody that was 6'4" and 4 inches of that was dick. Them big hands and them big feet gonna get y'all ass in trouble because y'all think y'all getting a mandingo that motherfucker pull out like a little old hamster dick. You looked at them feet, them old women steered you in the wrong direction. That old woman sitting under the tree, baby, he got some big hands. Look at his feet, baby. He got a 13 size 13 shoe. And bitch, that's the only thing that's big on that motherfucker. Them balls got you. You saw them big ass balls in them jeans. You saw them balls in them jeans and you thought he was packing. He cockfished you. He cockfished the hell out of you. So you saw them big fucking, them big plantain type nuts. And you thought that was a dick, that little dick was sitting on top of them nuts hidden. So the moral of the story is you can't determine a man's height in his penis. There's no correlation sometimes. Sometimes it is. But I met a guy that was chubby and I wasn't interested in him because I don't like really chubby guys. But he put my hand between them legs. He said, look what you did to me. I felt that need. I was like, oh, he looked like Shamar more kinda if he's sitting in a car and it's at night and the window rolled up halfway. He kind of looked like Shamar Moore. Yeah, I slept with him. I sure did. Don't judge me. A few times, damn it. With that, but I'm celibate now and I can't backslide. I'm celibate for, I'm holding out. Amanda, that's it right there. That's the whole spectrum. That's the spectrum. But the thing is, I'm holding out until next weekend. I have brief periods of celibacy. You know you can do that. Don't judge me. Celibacy could be 2 days of celibacy. Who can determine what's the length of celibacy supposed to be? What's the rate? What's the dates? A person can be celibate for a year, 6 months. In my case, 8 days. I'm practically like a virgin again. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm out. Peace. 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 Damn it.